Hi.
I don't know what's going on because I can't see. There's nothing.
Well, that's a problem.
It shows nothing. I don't know if anybody can see us. I don't know if anybody can hear us.
We see and hear you. Melissa Hayes says, we see and hear you. Now, you hear us. If you see us, are we fluid or are we jerky?
Oh my God, look at it. Just went green.
We're green, so that's good. We were orange for a bit there. That's never a good thing.
What if I do that? I don't know what that means.
Oh.
I don't know. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let's click there. I'm just going to start clicking stuff. I can see you and it's an awesome
Motion says fluid
picture.
now. Good here. You look as handsome as usual. Oh, flattery will get you everywhere.
Yeah, see, I don't understand. None of this stuff is like...
Just say it. Oh.
Where am I now? Sound went out. Oh, is that something? The rose in my cheeks is actually the anger I have right now at this computer. We're actually on Frank's computer this time because we couldn't get anything to work. So, and I can't seem to get like what I usually am able to see on YouTube for us to see because it's not working on our end. So that's why we say we don't know. It's not time for a new computer. I don't have like $4,000 lying around. I actually have the Cadillac of apples, and we don't know what's going on with it. And we don't know what's going on now with Frank's because we can't seem to view what we normally view during a live stream so that we know that we're actually working. But since you say...
Thanks, Monica. You're so true. Frank's computer rocks.
Not really.
She said so.
It's really slow.
What?
I want that.
Oh. Who am I, the maid?
Look, I just ran up and down a million flights of stairs to get this live stream going, so you all better appreciate it.
Oh, my goodness. That's crazy. I just hope that the program doesn't screw up my computer now, since he had to download OBS to mine.
John, Ford stands for fix or repair daily, or the fucker only runs downhill. We are not a Ford family. If you are, I'm very sorry. And in computers, if you would compare like Apple to Windows, we hate Windows and we'll never use Windows ever again. So don't suggest that because that isn't going to happen. So anyways, let's see who we have in the room. Let's say hi to everybody that's in the room. So I don't know where we left off. So we'll say hi, Julie. Hi, Wanda. Ms. V is here. Anne. J.O.K. Tony Wilson. A. Lazor. John Bolton. John Bolton? Tell me how am I supposed to live without you? No, I shouldn't say that. That's not the right song for John Bolton. Barry Homan. Homan?
I'm going to say sure.
Sure? You can't you read that?
Yeah.
Okay, then why aren't you reading it?
You're just rolling on. Just like, steamroller. And
Come on.
And then you look at me and go, why aren't you saying anything?
Say something.
I'm saying hi to Mr. and Mr. Vlogs. Now, of course, we know Melissa is here. Scott. Oh, Tim. Hi, Tim Turner.
Monica and Cindy.
Oh, boy.
Julie.
Kathy. Oh, lots of Kathy. Kathy Coppola, Kathy Cordell,
Tracy Smith, Christine Garcia,
Sherry.
We already said hi to Julie D.
James Till.
From across the pond.
Across the pond.
Oh.
Hey, Reggie and Al.
Barry. Oh, Reggie and Al. What?
Ocean Motion. See, Reggie and Al are very popular. From Texas.
So when I click here, watch what happens when I click.
Wow.
So I just wanted to let you know that's what happens when they're had. The puppies are asleep.
They're behind us in their beds.
I know there was no audio. I paused the audio for a minute. Oh my God. Yeah, I muted it because I wanted to show Frank how the program works. He usually can't see this end of what I'm seeing because he's seeing the chat. But now we have this little teeny tiny computer screen.
Well, it's not that small.
Well, your computer is half the size of mine.
I know. That's right, Wanda.
Listen, girl. Girl, listen.
Oh, hey, Katie.
Hey, Katie. Oh, remind me after the live stream. We have to talk to Katie about some stuff.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be after the live stream, but I've been thinking about it. So
Monique wants to know: are you in pajama bottoms? I live my life in my pajama bottoms. Kevin's in his shorts. Get down where you fall.
I'm in shorts.
Oh my God! Stop.
Oh my God. Ooh. Okay, guys. So, no, you're not in trouble, Katie. So,
ooh, Katie. Ooh.
Yes, we are almost to 10,000 subscribers.
Do you know that before we came on, we were at 9864.
Of course, we probably lost subscribers when they couldn't get on the live stream.
Oh, God, let's hope not. But then we only need 136 more subscribers to get to our 10,000. So I'm thinking that's about a week and a half. So that'll be exciting. And, you know, we're at 2.25 million views on all our videos. 2.25 million.
What is all this stuff on your desk?
Those are my.
I need this.
Those are my cheap notepads.
All right, so go ahead.
And so that's exciting. You know, we got all our filming is done. We are done filming all our episodes to the end of September.
Why are you telling them our secrets?
I am telling them because they already knew that we were months ahead.
Count how many I have over there.
I don't know. I can't get
over there. I think there's one,
so
two. I think there's 6. There's only 6 that I haven't edited.
Yeah, so that's done. So that takes us through like a 10-5. So that takes us through our NCL Escape Cruise, where we're going to still be posting videos Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturdays. So you're not going to miss out on anything. And then, of course, when we come back, Kevin will roll right into those daily vlogs. And so that's so I'm excited we're done filming, because the day we did the last video, I got back in the office and actually pulled the file on the escape cruise.
Did my computer break that day?
And I don't know, because it was like every Tuesday or every week you were on the phone with Apple. And I actually had to get back to the paperwork of the cruise and the organization and getting into the spare room and looking at, stuff to pack, stuff to take, checklists and all that crap. So I kind of had to get back to that. So I'm glad that filming is done. Oh, I'm all excited about my Facebook group, Cruise Chat. Do you know that we're only 10 people away from 1,000? We were at 990 people in Cruise Chat. Why are you laughing?
Because you were so excited.
I am excited.
And I was trying to read something, and I couldn't, and I thought it was a bug or something, so I tried to wipe it off, and it was the cursor.
Oh. silly.
Oh, boy.
You're silly. Anyways, so there's another exciting statistic. So we just need 10 more people, and we'll have 1,000 in our cruise chat Facebook room. So I am happy about that.
How did you know that was Contigo?
Is there a camera in here?
I didn't even know that I didn't even know that they were Contigo. I got these on clearance at J.C. Penney. They were, I think they were like $5 a piece or $6 a piece, and I had two $10 rewards.
Ooh, boy.
So I got them for free. That's all I cared about.
Free.
So, you guys, I noticed in the chat someone said that NCL, it was Kimberly Hudson, said that she loves us both and NCL doesn't deserve us, and it's time to upgrade our sweet selves. So, we already announced that we were going to be on, or we are going to be on the Royal Caribbean
Adventure of the Seas. We booked a Bermuda cruise
for June of 2020.
Right. So we're already with RCCL right there,
and we are in the stages of booking our next cruise.
Right.
Okay, and we are positive what we're going to be going on.
Pretty much.
She sent me an email, by the way.
Oh, okay.
It was very cryptic.
We're getting live information. Live for me, new for me.
So,
I'm hearing it as you're hearing it.
Yeah, she sent us the email, and bless her little heart, she had the wrong date.
Oh, bless her
and
heart. We're going to have to smack her.
I think it was just a typo because the date really doesn't exist at all for sailings.
I think she had a little bit too much 4th of July celebration.
So we are definite on the ship we're going to be on, and we're definite on the itinerary that we selected, and we're definitely going to have Dave and Darlene with us.
Dave and Darlene again.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
So y'all know that Dave and Darlene will be on the group cruise with us January 2020 on the NCL Encore. And they also are going to join us for the Royal Caribbean cruise to Bermuda in June of 2020. And we're hoping to get them on this new cruise because, Dave and Darlene, they're just like, sure, let's go.
So, anyways, we wanted to announce that
and it won't be on an NCL ship.
And it won't be on a royal ship.
Nope. No royal. No NCL.
And it won't be on a princess ship.
Nope. Where could we be going?
Drum roll.
Who will get to see us? Who will not want to see us?
So, hi, Silo.
Hey, Silo.
So, everybody's been begging us to go on, Kimberly Hudson, Celebrity.
Oh, my God. Break that phone.
I had to turn it back on when everything was ruining. So, roll over there and grab it.
I can't.
You can I'll push you.
I can't.
Just scoot over there, and I'll mute it.
Can I throw it out the window?
So anyways, I did want to do a celebrity, and I looked into it, but I just couldn't find the right sailing. So no, we haven't selected a Virgin.
Right.
We would have loved to do Virgin, but the problem is that Virgin is only doing 5-day cruises.
Right.
And I am not getting on a plane. I'm not getting him on a plane.
It's
for 5 days.
Yeah, 5 days on a plane and everything that goes with this.
And
it's just not enough time.
And
see, Rudy. See, just what we were talking
Screw
about.
You,
said,
Rudy.
Rudy, celebrity. Are you old? We were just talking about that a lot of people think that celebrity
and Holland America
is just for old people,
and it's not.
And Rudy says, I hope he does, we're not old. Is that what you're saying, Rudy?
No, he's
Confirm?
saying, are you old?
Yeah, but are you old? Why would you want to go? Or, oh my God, are you old? Which one is it? I'm reserving future comments.
Everybody's been asked how many days is the Bermuda cruise? Well, the Bermuda cruise is 5 days, but that's different because it leaves out of New York.
Right, and then travels down.
So for us, it's a 45-minute flight. So to get him on a plane for 45 minutes is easy. I can do that all day long. to get him on a flight for 3
3
hours for 5 days, he would be pissed. So anyways, we're just going to cut it right here and tell you we are going on where everybody wanted us to go, was on Carnival again. So we are going on the Carnival Mardi Gras in January of 2021. So 4 months after the ship has sailed for the inaugural, or no, not 4 months, because it's going to sail in August. And we actually did a little video, put together a little something for you so that you could see some of it. So let me see if I can get that to roll.
Oh, roll camera. Carnival Mardi Gras will be a 6,000 plus passenger ship and the largest vessel in the Carnival Cruise Line fleet when it debuts in August of 2020. The name of the ship is a throwback to Carnival Cruise Line's first ever ship, which retired in 1993. And another first for Carnival, Mardi Gras will differ from the rest of the fleet in its exterior look. It will sport a classic navy blue hull with red and white accent stripes. There will be 6 themed zones, each with its own unique atmosphere and attractions. The French Quarter. This zone, styled after New Orleans' French Quarter, will be lined with new to Carnival bars, restaurant, and music venues, including a jazz club offering live entertainment and handcrafted cocktails. Renowned New Orleans chef Emeril Lagasse will open his first restaurant at sea in the French Quarter zone of Carnival Cruise Line's new Mardi Gras ship, to be called Emeril's Bistro 1396. The restaurant will serve items such as fried oyster po' boy sandwiches, muffaletta sandwiches, seafood, ceviche, and Emeril's signature barbecue shrimp. Pricing will be a la carte from $2 to $12. Summer Landing. Watering Hole is another new bar, and an expanded Guy's Pig and Anchor Smokehouse Brewhouse will be the highlight at Summer Landing, a backyard barbecue-style space that also will feature a pool and hot tubs. A new-to-Carnival bar, a Smokehouse Brewhouse lunch counter, and an abundance of lounging space. Grand Central. Instead of Carnival's traditional atrium, Mardi Gras will have Grand Central, an entertainment complex with 3 deck-high floor-to-ceiling windows and a bar with sweeping ocean views. It's also where passengers will find expanded versions of the line's popular eateries Banzai Sushi and Banzai Teppanyaki. Additional Grand Central venues will include the Punchliner Comedy Club, a revamped Piano Bar 88, and a newly updated Alchemy Bar. La Piazza. In this Italy-inspired zone, passengers can grab a bite at another Carnival favorite, Cucina del Capitano, Pizzeria del Capitano, as well as all new Mediterranean seafood restaurants. There also will be a bar selling specialty coffee, including cappuccinos, during the day and cocktails at night, while roaming musicians will provide entertainment. Lido. The Lido Zone will be familiar to anyone who has ever sailed with Carnival before, featuring venues like Guy's Burger Joint, Blue Iguana Cantina, and the Seafood Shack, along with the Red Frog Tiki Bar. But it also will have several new to Carnival dining and bar concepts like Big Chicken by Shaquille O'Neal. Ultimate Playground. This zone will encompass the ship's top 3 decks with the largest water park in the fleet, along with an expanded sports square. This zone is also where daredevils can experience the first ever roller coaster at sea. Bolt, the ultimate sea coaster. Bolt will offer nearly 800 feet of twists, turns, and drops, with riders reaching speeds of nearly 40 miles an hour. More timid riders need not worry. You'll be able to control the speed at which you go. The track, located about 187 feet above sea level, will run around the perimeter of Carnival Mardi Gras top deck and include a loop around the ship's funnel. And if you're over 18 and want to escape it all, visit Serenity for an adults-only retreat. Now let's take a look at some of their available cabins, ranging from inside to swanky updated suites. Did you enjoy our little video?
All right, so we're going to talk about a few things.
Fancy schmancy.
So we're going to talk about the fact that a lot of people say that Carnival's the Walmart of cruising, which we've been on 3 or 4 Carnival cruises. They weren't our favorite. We had good things about it and bad things about it. And when we saw the new ship and we saw the new interiors and we saw the deal that we could get on the cruise, we said that we were going to try Carnival again.
Well, you know, I did not have a good experience. We did the Carnival Victory, we did the Carnival Conquest, we did the Carnival Valor. And everybody had every sailing had an issue.
I won't get the chicken, Katie.
And no more bloody chicken. I said I wouldn't step foot on a Carnival ship ever. I don't care if it was free. I'm not going on it. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me a third time, I deserve everything I get. And then, of course, time went on. We went to other cruises, and Kevin said, well, if it's a new ship, would you consider going on a Carnival? I was like, well, I don't know. Well, if it's a brand new ship. Now, the issues we had, because people say, oh, I went on Carnival. Oh, I loved it. Well, that's good. My Carnival wasn't their Carnival. And because I'm in a wheelchair, my Carnival experience of being on a ship with only 3 bathrooms on the entire ship is a bad thing. So just picture yourselves, those of you who are not do not have accessible issues. Can you imagine 3,000 to 4,000 of you passengers on a ship, and you had to share 3 bathrooms on the whole ship? Would you go back to that cruise line? Because I wouldn't. And so the first thing I asked when Kevin said, the Mardi Gras is sailing, it's coming out in August, what about 2021? He said, yeah, they're going to do better on their new ships. And so we immediately hit the deck plans. And I said, I want to know how many public handicap bathrooms they have on this ship. Because it better not be 3 like the Carnival Valor, and 2 of the 3 I couldn't even get to. So basically it was 1. And they said, we found on the deck, it was quite a bit.
I can't remember what it was.
It was like 15 to 20.
Right.
And that's a lot. It's certainly not 3. And that, we were on...
and I also liked the renderings.
The renderings,
like you just saw. It looks more upscale. The things that we love about Carnival are... Frank loves Guy's Burger.
Well, I am hooked on Guy's Burger, and I'm all over Big Chicken. Mm-hmm. God love Shaquille O'Neal and his chicken.
We're going to reserve that because we haven't had that yet.
It's gotta be great.
We can't speak to that.
Don't rain on my parade.
But I wanted to say that we, and this is our opinion, feel that Carnival's Steakhouse blows everybody else's steakhouse out of the water, including Cagney's, which is one of our favorites. Every meal that we have ever had at one of the Carnival Steakhouses, no matter what ship it was on, it was great.
Yeah. Oh, and Debbie Carson? Yeah. Mongolian. Yeah.
The Mongolian
wok, yeah. Yummy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there were some favorites, but, the Victory had the worst absolute worst food on a dingy old ship. And I know
it's been redone.
It's been redone, right.
Well, it was redone. The cruise, literally the cruise after we were on it, it went into dry dock and redone.
Yeah.
And since then, now the Victory is becoming the Radiance.
Yeah.
But the problem when they redo the ship and it gets renamed, they generally don't add new bathrooms.
Right.
They don't, they just tart it up and change the
little
name.
Lipstick and a bow, and they think they got a new ship. Well, that doesn't
so,
fly for me. I can't do that.
In other words, the Destiny, when the Destiny became the Sunshine, I think the Destiny became the Sunshine, they didn't add any handicap accessibility to anything. So we tried to book the Sunshine, and they didn't even have handicap rooms.
We don't have handicap cabins. Sorry. You're like, what?
So
what's up with that?
Hi, Derek and Gregory from D&G Explorers.
Hey, guys.
Do you guys know how many days it is till we cruise? Because I don't remember.
Oh, gosh, I don't know. I didn't check
We're going soon.
Yeah, we're going. We're going.
We're going.
I know. So, anyway, so those are the issues. And, of course, with the Carnival Conquest, it was the entire management staff that were just idiots.
Yeah.
And then, and then of course the Valor had the 3-bathroom, 1-bathroom issue. And I was like, never again. So now that it will be how many 5 years later after the Valor, we'll go back. We always say never, even though I said never. Oh, don't make me regret this, Carnival. I swear to God, I'll come after you.
So instead,
and the itinerary was also played a part.
Right. So it's places that we haven't been. So we're going to be going to Grand Turk. We're going to be going to Amber Cove, and I can't remember the other place.
Was it
didn't
San
write
Juan?
It down.
San Juan? Did we start at San Juan?
I don't know. Why are you pressuring me?
No.
I have no idea. I can't remember. It might have been. It was nice because we like to do sail a day, do a port. Sail a day, do a port. Sail a day, do a port. And that's kind of what it was. Yeah. So we were happy.
So that's
Kelly,
nice.
They do have handicap rooms. They have a lot of handicap rooms. It's good that we called Donna because they only had a few rooms left on the sailing that we wanted to choose. And do you know what she's got? So I hope it's the right sailing, Donna. I hope it's the right sailing. Please be the right sailing. Because she found an inside handicap accessible room right across from a balcony, which Dave and Darlene want to be in a balcony. So it was kind of perfect. Yeah, that is the downside. It's 4 ports in a row.
Yeah.
But he gets a break because he can't get off in Bar Harbor.
Right. That's the thing. So, Bar Harbor. Everybody going to Bar Harbor. It's a tender. And so that's not happening. So that's a bummer. I hate when I get to miss out on ports. Carnival Mardi Gras.
He can't wrap his head around Mardi Gras.
Mardi Gras?
How do you say that? He kept saying that. I'm like, Mardi Gras is in...
Oh, God, it's making me sneeze.
Cabroche Cascupa, nombre patro de Filio de Espíritu Santo.
Oh, my God, I'm allergic to Carnival.
Dave and Darlene. Rudy wants to know who are Dave and Darlene. So Dave and Darlene...
excuse me? Rudy? What?
Who
are Dave and Darlene?
Dave and Darlene you've seen in... If you've watched our vlogs, you have seen them in the NCL Jade vlogs and the NCL Getaway vlogs. Darlene works at the salon I work at, and they are our cruising buddies. Now, Derek and Gregory from D&G Explorers we will be sailing with them, or they will be sailing with us, or we're sailing together, whatever you want to call it.
We're stalking them on this cruise.
We're just having to book the same cruise.
Right.
So it'll be really nice because we'll get to meet our friends face to face. Well, we've kind of face to face met them, but in the flesh because we will be...
I'm gonna pinch them.
We'll be together. So, and that is in September. So in 77 days, we will be seeing Derek, Gregory, and Mom.
Right.
So that'll be fun. I'm sure they can be your friends too, Rudy.
You're silly.
Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Have you ever done the wheelchair ride excursion, St. Thomas? I read different reviews. What?
Yes, we have.
We have?
We have. I think we have. We have. That's when it... Yes, we have. But it was... you probably don't remember.
I do not remember.
It was... 2014 Carnival Conquest.
No, that's a blur.
And you know, we had a good time. It was nice. I gotta tell you, when you're reading reviews, Kelly, or whoever's listening to my voice, when you're reading reviews about excursions and about cruises and about cabins, I want you all to think about something. For every one good review, you're going to hear 20 bad reviews. And it's because people are more likely to bitch and complain about things than to say, wow, I really had a great time. So we don't even bother reading reviews anymore. I mean, we do a little bit, but we kind of take everything with a grain of salt. So
it's easier to complain than it is to, the people that have a good time never really say they have a good time. But as a former retail manager and district manager and whatever, regional, when somebody goes, excuse me, are you the store manager? I'm thinking to myself, here it comes. Someone's got a bitchy complaint. So it's a rarity when someone says, I want to compliment someone.
So we had a good time on the accessible shore excursion, but it was so long ago, it may have changed. The bad reviews you might be reading about might be a different driver and a different tour guide. Because we've been on great excursions and we've been on bad excursions and we've been on, whatever, it's okay excursions.
Yeah, we've been on those, it was all right.
Irene wants to know if I work at a salon or do I own a salon? And there's kind of an answer of both. Because I run my own business. We all work out of a salon, but we're all individual business owners. So it's kind of, the best way to describe it is it's kind of like a co-op, right?
Oh my gosh.
Co-op. We all pay in. We all pay out.
I like to slap some of those co-opers, but that's a whole other story.
Excuse me. I saw something up here. Ann Clark wants to know, does Carnival have Broadway shows? Well, we are going to see if they've stepped up their game with the shows. Because that's always my thing. I really like the shows, and I'm used to kind of NCL, how they do full stage productions. And the last time we were on a Carnival ship, they had just got... what's that called? Something Productions. Playlist Productions. And the playlist productions are all like, they bring in the LED screens. And,
oh, that's right.
Right. And so there was a lot of there weren't people up there. It was like I was watching a movie. And
fake people.
Yeah, it was fake.
Digital people.
So, I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, thank you, Julie D. Thank you. Oh, we will. You know we will buy an ornament on our next cruise.
We have 4 ornaments we have to get at least. 4.
Right.
And you know what? I think we're going to limit ourselves, right? Or maybe 5. Maybe 5.
Well, limit ourselves?
Well, of course we're going to limit ourselves. I mean, our tree is loaded with ornaments from everywhere we've been. We went a little overboard when we went to Alaska, I think.
Oh, my God, it's a once in a lifetime.
And they had such cute
They
little
did.
ornaments.
They really did. Marie wants to know, did you enjoy the NCL getaway? We had a good time on the getaway.
We had a good time.
It was our second NCL mega ship.
Marie, there's a playlist you can watch. It is, I think it's entitled NCL Getaway Vlog 2019. It's located in the playlist section of our channel. And if you click on that, I believe the very last video is the review. I think we started that already, right? We started doing that every vlog?
Yeah, we did it on the Bliss Final Thoughts, NCL Getaway Final Thoughts.
So we must have done it on the Getaway.
Yeah, we did.
So when we decided that every cruise we're going to take, we're going to do a final video to the vlog series, and it will be us giving our final thoughts of what we liked, what we didn't like, the good, the bad, the ugly. And so you can find it there.
What's up with all that?
I don't know.
Hey, Suzette says we're 2 of her favorite YouTubers. Aww. Oh, I'm going to give you a nice big hug and a kiss, Suzette. Thank you. Anyways, and Debbie Carson says she loves watching us. Well, that's
Yay.
good. You know, we love being here if we could just get the computers to cooperate.
I know, it's kind of crazy.
Oh, my goodness. So, what else are we going to talk about?
I don't know. Where'd your little sheet go?
No, it was very simple.
That was it?
Yeah. We talked about the channel and the Facebook pages and Kevin yawning. How rude.
I know, but...
Drink some more.
You know, Delilah, I don't know what was up with her last night.
This is where he blamed poor little Delilah.
She slept on my pillow right next to my ear, snoring, and then somebody else in the room had a little snoring issue. And so, you know, I didn't really get that good of a sleep last night.
I see. So, too bad.
Snarky or snaky?
I know. We haven't figured out whether it was snarky or snaky to this day. We do not know which is which.
Oh, see, now this is good. See.
But I will carry the banner.
How do you say this?
What? Where?
Right here.
Oh.
Camasita?
Okay, yeah.
Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Camasita, I hope I said your name right.
Yes.
Thanks, James. So, Camasita asked, have you cruised on a Carnival Vista class ship? The shows are better than on any other ship. Yeah. So, the answer to your question is no, we have not. And that is another reason why we booked the Carnival Mardi Gras, because we want to evaluate
right
kind of the newer ships, the bigger ships. What did you say that was? They had like 6,000 plus on that ship. Yeah. So it's kind of like the size of the Bliss.
Yeah, it's a big one.
Even bigger maybe. I don't know. I'm excited.
Yeah. And Ocean Motion, which is Robert and Bridget, want to know, are we going to purchase faster to the fun when we do Carnival? And no, because we get priority boarding anyways, because I'm in a wheelchair.
Well, in our status.
In our status, too.
We've got a higher status on Carnival.
And there really isn't, if you look at the faster the fun things that you get, it's for us, it's no big deal getting faster. So,
and
we're cheap.
Yeah. And we're cheap. I was going to say, it's not worth it to me to spend extra money to get my luggage faster. I don't care. I don't care if I don't get my luggage till the next day. Because I got everything I need.
I know.
I got ice cream.
I know.
I got steak.
Oh my God. Queen is leaving July 15th for her cruise. We're glad we come. For those of you who are commenting that we've helped you, we've given you tips and tricks, and or you've come back from your cruises, and that whatever we said in our videos helped make your cruises a little bit more easier, a little bit more comfortable. I want to thank you for commenting. So we say then to ourselves, then what we planned to do, we did. We accomplished our goal.
I want to know, I want to ask you guys to help me out. I need one of the moderators or somebody in the room, and it's going to inundate chat when I say this, right? Okay. I want to know how many people are in the chat, because we can't see anything. I want to know how many people we have in the chat and how many likes we have. Kelly asked, would like to plan a Panama Canal cruise.
Yes, we're with you on that.
We live in Boston area and are thinking of starting on West Coast. Starting on the West Coast.
Cruising back east.
And cruising back east. That's nice.
Okay.
Yeah, we'd love to do a Panama cruise.
Yeah.
It just hasn't worked out. We would probably have to do a half transit. I'm assuming that's a half transit that she's doing if she starts on one and goes through. No, that's a full transit. Half transit's where they stop in the middle in the
gotcha.
Panama Canal Lake and then come back. The problem is it's so long, and it's hard for me to take off that long from work.
Yes, no worky, no money. No ticky, no laundry.
No worky, no money.
That's right.
Oh, that's a great question.
What? Where?
Right here.
Melissa. Oh, what's your greatest cruise memory? Oh, memory is not my thing these days. That's going to be a hard one for me. That's a hard one for me.
Like the corners of my mind.
I'm not sure what happened a couple hours ago.
Misty watercolor memory.
It's crazy.
Of the way
I have to say, I don't know if it's the greatest memory, but I really enjoyed the NCL Jade cruise we did to the Southern Caribbean.
Now, those of you that have watched the vlogs know that we had a non-working toilet for half of the cruise.
Yeah.
However, it still was the best cruise we've ever been on, I think.
It was Southern Caribbean, which I had not been in 10 years. So it was going back to the ABC Islands. It was our first cruise with Dave and Darlene.
Right.
And
we were a little worried about it.
I wasn't too sure about that. You start introducing people that you've never been with, and I haven't.
And her and I can get a little snaky or snarky with each other at work.
And I didn't have a lot of, Darlene and the rest of the girls were at our wedding, but I never really had a lot of contact. And then, of course, I'd never met Dave. So you cruise and vacation with people.
He's got a great sense of humor.
You're kind of so funny. That you don't know. And I was kind of worried, but it was great. And it was my birthday cruise. And La Cucina birthday dinner, was nice. So I don't think it was my greatest one.
We had the unlimited beverage package.
Okay, we had the which really,
I enjoyed it.
Didn't do anything for me.
I think that I took advantage of it for both of us on that cruise.
Probably did.
And then we also met a lot of really nice people.
Yeah.
And we got to enjoy the Haven on there.
Oh, yeah, because we met Bonnie and Kathy and Rich. And so they had won that Haven Villa in the upgrade. So we got we met them. They allowed us to video the whole villa for our channel, so that was nice.
So that would probably be his best memory. For me, my biggest, the most memorable thing for me was I've been an equestrian horseback rider for my whole entire life. And I went on a shore excursion in 2013 when we were on the Carnival Victory in Half Moon Cay. And it was riding horseback on a trail ride and in the ocean.
Yeah.
And the cool thing for me was that I was able to, they kind of quizzed who is good, who's a rider and who's not a rider, and they gave me a horse that was the first time that it had ever been on the trail ride and the first time it had ever been in the ocean.
Really?
And the people were very impressed on how I handled myself, and they let me gallop the horse up and down the beach to kind of tire him out before we went in the
just
water.
Like in a movie.
It was so cool.
Was your hair blowing in the wind as you were horseback riding?
My scalp was blowing in the wind. So what's this say?
What?
I'm just gonna say Jen.
Okay.
Shickle?
Shickle Jen?
Shickle Jen. Shickle.
Have you ever encountered when you go out on an excursion locals but not too friendly?
Yes, they're just jealous. I just don't understand why people would be pissy when they're on an island or when they're on a cruise. Why are we what do we have to be so what are we in a hurry for? And why do we have to be pissy?
Well, then you get locals who really don't like when the cruise ships show up. I was just reading an article online that the mayor of Barcelona, Spain, is really trying to reduce the number of cruise ships.
Speaking of Barcelona, Spain, should we tell them what we didn't do?
Oh, I know. It's so disappointing.
Well, because you didn't want to go.
That was a tough one. I would have to be
unconscious. I found a great cruise. It was on a Costa ship. They're building it now, or it's launching soon. And it was an 8-day cruise from Civitavecchia, which is Rome. And it was $399 per person for an inside cabin. And I think it included the tips.
Yeah.
I think that was like the bonus.
Yeah.
And it would have been in place of the Carnival Mardi Gras, and we decided not to do it.
That's a tough one. I mean, it was tough years ago doing that transatlantic flight back and forth. I don't know if I could do it. I mean, I don't know what I would do, not being able to get up and get to the bathroom.
So Karen Carter wanted to know if there's any updates on the numbers for the group cruise. They're about the same. It never wavers. And, we're 76 days away from final payment. So I don't think people would be booking more, although I've gotten a few requests for information.
Yeah.
So, you have a stupid thing. I don't have that stupid thing.
You broke your stupid thing. I did not. So don't blame my desk for any of your
You guys,
issues.
I think we need new desks.
Oh my God.
Because they're falling apart.
Cha-ching, cha-ching.
I know. I've been looking. They're expensive.
Stop.
A Lord.
See?
Huh. What am I seeing?
Me and my family booked the Mardi Gras as well. Super excited. Jeff Gonzalez.
The more I look at what the ship has to offer, the more excited I get about it.
Yes, I'm excited, though I'm trying to temper my excitement because I don't want to be too,
right. If you're
high expectations. And then it's like going to a party. How many of you are like, I really want to go to this party. I really don't want to go. And the party that you're thinking that you have the best time. But the party you've been waiting months to go to, the hair, the nails, the outfit, whatever, and you get there and you're like, what a dud. So I'm tempering my expectations.
Little Crunk says, I know people always think you two are cruise consultants. Have you ever considered becoming one?
Well, I consult with Kevin, and he consults with me, and then we battle it out like that.
So I've helped friends, right?
Well, yeah, we do.
We help friends. I do everything for Dave and Darlene.
Right. Yeah, everything.
So like literally,
give me your credit card because we're booking the flights, we're booking this,
right.
We're calling Donna, we're setting it all up, and she's like, okay.
And I literally, on the getaway cruise, okay, I booked all of their dinner reservations, and I did dinner reservations, I did show reservations, I did their shore excursions.
We take care of
I basically, they said they wanted to come, and I handed them, I said, here's your schedule, and let's go.
And I pull all my organizational paperwork, and I put it in a packet, and I hand it to Dave and Darlene, and says, here's your paperwork, this is what you're going to need. We took care of all the transportation. Yeah, we did everything. So but that's just, and you helped Michelle at the shop. She was looking for her vacation cruise, whatever. So,
but generally, we don't want to be responsible.
No.
For anybody's joy or
non-joy.
I
know. Nobody wants anyone to come back from a cruise going, oh my God, Kevin and Frank suggested I go on this cruise on the blah, blah, blah ship. It was horrible. They're full of crap. I hate them, blah, blah, blah. The usual that we get. So.
And, I have friends that are, remember, Jenny? Jenny, we used to book our cruises through.
Oh, yeah, Jenny. Local Rochester Jenny?
Local Rochester
Jennifer, yeah.
She, and Joe is a travel consultant. And we've gotten, I've asked them about things, and they said that it's hard sometimes because they'll book something for someone, and then when they get back, they had a horrible time because they didn't ask the right questions. I mean, there's so much involved in being a travel consultant, being a good travel consultant.
Nobody has time for that.
Right?
I want to say that Tom Y is here, Sharon and Tom, because they are also going to be on the NCL Escape. So we're going to see them. So Sharon and Tom can't wait. I want to say, Angela Harrow wants to know, do we book complimentary restaurants too or just go in? Now,
of course.
Yeah, Kevin and I, we make reservations for both the complimentary restaurants and the specialty.
Let me see here. Do we have it?
Yes.
Where is that?
What are you looking for? And I will tell you.
I want the sheet.
Well,
you've just got everything stapled together.
You're not going to find it in there.
Yeah.
No, you're not. That's the stuff that we're not taking. That's superfluous paperwork.
What?
One
doesn't
we have
ask. All these sheets, okay? So we have a sheet that is a restaurant sheet. And the restaurant sheet we fill out to kind of give us an idea. We put down, where we're going to be, our itinerary kind of thing. And then we work out where we want to eat. And we always, 9 times out of 10, will do a complimentary and then a specialty and then a complimentary and then a specialty.
Yeah, we'll break it up.
Break it up. Now, when we're going on the Royal Caribbean ship and when we're going to go on the Carnival, it will be a little bit different. We're probably going to do more complimentaries than specialties because our status is so high on NCL that we already get 2 specialty dinners.
Right.
So, and generally, the last couple of sailings we've been on, we've known people, we've known officers, and they've picked up our meal.
I know. How great is that?
So,
they come
which
over,
is nice.
They talkie, we're having a good conversation, and then all of a sudden we find out that when our server comes back, it's your meal has been comped, and we're like, say what?
Right.
Who did that? And then we're busy writing out thank you cards for everybody.
Oh, the Steaming Bean is here. The Steaming Bean.
There he is.
He's been on a cruise.
Yes.
Did you have a good time? I can't remember what cruise he was on.
Oh, dear. On board the Anthem.
Oh, God. The Anthem of the Seas is so big.
Yeah.
I'd be exhausted. I'd be absolutely exhausted.
Wow.
My customer Jane went on the Anthem.
Oh, wow.
She said it was way too big.
Oh, Jen.
What's
You
his
guys are great. It would be cool if you choose a city and have a YouTube meet and greet. Can you imagine? We're like, oh, let's pick Miami, and we're going to be here. We're going to have a YouTube meet and greet for Cruising with Wheels.
I don't know
Oh,
if
my
we're
goodness.
that big yet.
Yeah,
that we would need that. We are going to have a meet and greet on our group cruise. And so far, all like 130 people or however many are coming are planning on going to the meet and greet at least. So,
yeah. Todd Buchanan, I don't know if you've already answered this question. Have you ever thought about being a hairstylist on a cruise ship? And I'm going, Kevin, you should work on a cruise ship. We'll get our cruises for free. And
no.
That was his answer, Todd. It was no.
I would feel like I would be working for free. I've been self-employed my whole life. I could not have somebody say, you're going to do this. It wouldn't end well.
He cannot work for the man, okay? Nope. And I used to say to him, oh my God, if you ever worked for me, I would fire you the first day before lunch. You'd be out of my stores. There's no way I would put up with your attitude.
No.
He'd be like, I don't know, tell me what to do. I'm like, well, there you go, because that's why you work for yourself.
That's why I work for myself.
You work for yourself. You're your own business. I, of course, worked 40 years for the man, and the man sometimes wasn't very nice.
You guys are going on the Symphony of the Seas. The Symphony of the Seas is freaking huge too.
Yeah.
No, thank you. we don't want to do ships that are larger than probably 6,000 passengers.
That's way.
I mean, I'm pushing the limits with the Carnival Mardi Gras with the 6,000. It's freaking huge.
Yeah.
We like the small. The smaller ships, like the 2,500,
3,000, yeah. They'll the Bliss was packed to capacity, and I didn't feel that it was overwhelmed with people, but a lot of people.
But if you have an in to get a deal on the Symphony of the Seas, we'll talk later.
Yeah, okay.
Where did that go? Somebody had a question. Oh my God,
Todd wants to know: are you going on the Scarlet Lady? We're always looking at Virgin Voyages. Always. It's a matter of money. It's a matter of when.
It's a matter of Richard getting back to us.
It's a lot of stuff.
Because, I've reached out to our little friend there, Richard. Sir Richard Branson.
Yeah, throw us a cruise, Richard. Come on, we know you can afford it.
Because I kind of said, we haven't been able to find any accessibility stuff about the
and what's her name was supposed
Virgin Voyages.
Was supposed to send it to us.
So
Silo the man, oh Johnny Cash, love Johnny Cash. We've never been on the Carnival Pride.
Lachey wanted to know if we've picked our state gifts for the gift exchange yet, and we have not.
No.
And that'll probably be one of the last things on our checklist to do. We have selected a vendor for some items that we'll be doing for the group cruise, and I've been working on that for a little while. And you'll all find out what that stuff is when you show up for the meet and greet.
There you go. Surprises for everyone.
Tell them what they've won.
Oh, my God. Let's see. What else?
Oh, Todd's a new subscriber.
Oh, awesome.
Yay. We answered his question.
Oh, good.
I did it, and I didn't even know it.
Yes. Rudy, you are right. Money, you can't take it with you. I have never seen a hearse being followed by a Brinks money truck. Never.
I want to remind Lachey, I want you to not choose any food item unless it's prepackaged. Right. Right? Because we keep getting that as a question. Right. People want to bring like homemade stuff, or they want to bring food.
Like, can I bring my homemade jams? That would be a no.
So I just want, when you're thinking of what you're gonna bring, don't bring like oranges because they're from Florida or something,
Right.
because they'll make you throw it out
Right.
before you get on the ship.
So I would stay away from food.
I just wanted to bring
Yeah.
that up because I know she's from Florida.
Yeah.
So, let's see. Where are we here? Which NCL ship out of New York would you recommend? I would recommend whatever ship you want to try. that's another reason. Well, see, the thing is we can recommend a ship, but the problem is that every cruise that we have ever been on, even if we've done that cruise multiple times, has been different every
Right.
time. So every sailing on every ship is always different. So if we recommend, if we say go on XYZ cruise ship, right? And we had an awesome time on it, you might go on and have a crappy time. So
Right.
we just don't know. But I will say that I don't even know what's going on in New York anymore.
Yeah, I know, because the ships are always repositioning. So when we went, and then when you're going, in terms of ship,
Because it
it's
depends
different.
on when you're going,
Right.
too. We're going to go on the Escape out of New York. We hear that's wonderful. People loved the Breakaway when it was in New York.
right?
We loved the Gem when it was in New York. We remember we were on the Gem in 2014, 2015.
We did 2015 and 2017. We were on
Okay,
it twice.
so when we were on in 2015, they were supposed to reposition her and move her, remember?
And then there was a backlash.
And there was this huge
Yeah.
backlash from New Yorkers saying, don't let the Gem go. And so they
touch my
kept it
Gem.
there for a few more
Yeah.
years. And we were able to go on it again
Right.
in 2017. But I would say,
Power of the people.
I don't know. I can't, because I don't know what's there right now. But
You really just have to, when you recommend, people from different backgrounds, different experiences. I mean, we can tell you what happened when we were on a cruise. As for recommending a ship we've never been on, that's a tough one, because you got to look at it and say, I'm looking at this ship. Let's look at the deck plans. Let's look at the restaurants. Let's look at excursions that are being offered. There's so many things to look at. And if you're into zip lining and roller coasters and jungle gyms and laser tag, then that might be fine for you for that cruise, for that ship, but not fine for us. So
Right.
you really got to look at that. We're not the zip lining kind of people.
Todd wants to know if we had any more run-ins with the Haven Hitman from NCL.
Well, yeah, we had him over for dinner about a month ago. No, we didn't. I was gonna say, yeah, he was in town.
You'll see him in in a new episode of Frank's Cooking Corner.
He was helping me out.
He tried to poison us.
No, we haven't. Yeah.
We haven't had any run-ins with Adrian. We wish him much luck, and we don't have any animosity towards him. Everybody has a bad day. We hope that when we see him again, we get an apology, but frankly, I really don't care.
No.
That's how I feel.
We'll probably see him on the group cruise for the NCL Encore.
And we want everybody to be on their best behavior.
Yeah.
We don't want any people antagonizing him just because we did a video about him. Trust me, NCL has already had enough bad publicity with that incident.
Yeah, I know.
So we're sure that he's not going to
Please
say
take
anything.
that video down. Please take that video down. No, we will not be censored by any person or any corporation.
But we do know that Adrian will be the head concierge on the Encore for the first 7 months of its sailing. So
hopefully people.
it is what it is. And we're sure that we're probably going to get some people coming up to us on the Escape, because that's where he originated from.
Yes.
And that's his home ship. So I'm sure some people are going to come up to us and either laugh and agree with us or say, you're jerks. So whatever. Meredith wants to know, what's your favorite cruise ship?
Oh, what's my
Come on, quick. What's your favorite?
cruise ship? I don't know.
My favorite cruise ship is the Gem.
The Gem.
The NCL Gem is my favorite cruise ship. with a close second, I will say a close second is the NCL Bliss, and a third, believe it or not, I know you're gonna think I'm crazy, but the Carnival Conquest. The Carnival Conquest. But I'm basing that on the ship. Okay? I'm basing it on the ship. I'm not basing it on the crew. And I'm not basing it on our experience on it. Right?
Sure.
So I'm just talking, they said the ship.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, you know.
Yeah, the Bliss was pretty. She's a
The
pretty
Bliss
girl.
is a pretty girl.
Yes.
She's got a lot of lipstick and mascara.
Yeah.
Grimy one went on the Dawn for Memorial Day and didn't like how small the ship is.
Oh.
See? That's, everybody has their own.
Right.
You know? The Dawn is the same size as the Gem.
Right.
And that is the size ship that we prefer.
Right.
So, Thyre, is that how you say that? Carver?
Yeah, I like smaller ships,
So,
see?
there is no NCL Gem in New York anymore. So, if
Very
you're
sad.
going out of New York, it'll be the Escape. And I don't know what the other ships are. I cannot remember. So, I'm sorry.
Shame on you.
Yes. Oh, my God. The chat just went... Chuck wants to know, has anybody been in the NCL Sun?
Okay.
There's one here, but he can't remember
I
it.
was told that I was on the NCL Sun. What did they say?
It's on your list. Yeah.
Yeah, it was back in whatever it was.
2001.
No, that was...
2000 something.
Yeah, 2000 something.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I was on the Sky in 2001. And then apparently I was on the Sun, which I have no memory of whatsoever, but I will just agree that I was there.
Mr. Medic wants to know, have we ever gone on a repositioning cruise?
No.
You're a liar.
I don't know.
We were on the
just show up.
We were on the NCL Jade.
That was that?
That was considered a repositioning cruise. So for those of you that don't know, like him, a repositioning cruise starts out in one place and ends in another place for the reasoning of the ship being moved to a different port. So the NCL Jade was moving around. They were moving the ships around. It had come across the pond from the Mediterranean season. It had stopped in New York, where we got on.
Okay.
And then it went down to Miami, where it is now home ported.
Oh.
I think it's home ported in
Okay, I
Miami
have
now.
no memory of that.
You were on the Jade with Dave and Darlene.
I know, but it's...
You didn't know. You couldn't remember where it started and where it ended. That's fine.
I don't know. Big old ship. Sitting at some dock. Roll me on.
Deep fried concierge. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up on the chat. Lynn wants to know who's going to take one for the team and go on the roller coaster on the Mardi Gras.
Oh, God, no.
I'm going to try to convince David or Darlene to do that.
I wouldn't go on a roller coaster here on land.
I will give them my GoPro.
Oh.
And they can...
Strap it on and take some video. Want to hear lots of screaming.
That's my best guess. That's my best guess. Let's see. Where were we? Silo was on the Bliss with us.
Yes.
Excuse me.
Really? And Silo, you like Bliss over Joy.
He wasn't overjoyed.
I
with
get
joy.
that at all.
Let's see.
Why is that? I want to know why.
Angela says, I'm going in a day early for my cruise leaving from Miami. I've never been there. Does NCL offer departure port excursions? Yes, it depends on your sailing.
Right.
Every time anyone asks us about excursions, it is going to be specific to your sailing. They change every sailing. And yes, I'm probably going to get a whole bunch of people saying that, well, I was on a back-to-back and they had the same excursions and yada, yada, yada. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. So you need to go to your MyNCL account, log in, and check your specific sailing under shore excursions. They generally show up, what? They start showing up like 6 months ahead of sailing. and more come up. Generally, the ones leaving from your port will show up first. I find, anyways. Is Scotty here?
Where?
I don't know. Somebody's said, Lachey said, at Scott Singer. I was bringing you. There he is. Hi, Scotty. Welcome home, Scotty.
Scott's happy to be home.
I heard a little bird told me. Okay. See, I thought Scott and I were real tight, right? And we used to talk every day. And then he got to be this big shot that was working on the cruise ship. And he was away for months and months and months, right? So now he's back home. And guess who Scott was talking to the other day? Not me. He was talking to him.
You were working. Honestly. Or supposed to be working. Make no money sitting on your butt.
Your sister says can't make money sitting in a chair.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm terrified of... I don't want to try that roller coaster.
Yeah, no thank you.
I don't want to try. I don't want to have anything to do with that roller coaster. I'll take lots of video of that roller coaster.
Yeah, I will be down there. I will get my camera. I will be, shooting video of all the screaming people. But other than that, I don't want to be on it. I don't want to be on it here on land, and let alone on a moving ship. Nobody wants to be on CNN, the disaster section, breaking news, breaking news.
Yeah, I don't really do rides very well.
Right. Yeah, Matt Burns. I'm a teacups kind of guy. Yep.
You can throw up, though, on the teacups. Because they just go round and round and round and round.
But I'm the merry-go-round teacups.
Yeah, I guess I can do round rides. I can't do up and down rides.
Move from one waffle station to the next. Oh, boy. Oh, good.
Julie, hi, Julie, and welcome. And we were talking about the roller coaster that's on the Carnival Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
Ship comes out August 2020, and there's going to be an 800-foot-long roller coaster that goes 40 miles an hour. Yeah. So it's kind of crazy. But from what we hear, you could they've made it so that you can control your own speed. So if you want to go slow, which I don't know why you would want to go on a roller coaster.
It can go up to 40 miles an hour. But for those who are not adventurous, you can control your own speed. Go-karts on the Encore, just like the Bliss. Oh, here we go. The Joy did not have Frank's ice cream or gelato stores. What? I would have gotten off that ship toot sweet. No thermal spa. Replaced with a video arcade. They also
virtual reality. It's a virtual reality thing.
They also took away anything that made it different. 5 less hot tubs. That's
I know.
Crazy.
I kind of heard. Now I'm gonna say a bad word, but I heard that NCL bastardized the ship when they redid it. And I can understand that they made that ship for the Asian market, just like I understand that they made the NCL Bliss for the Alaskan market. But they did things with the Bliss to kind of give it. It could be for the Alaskan market, or it could be for the Caribbean. And so they just took everything out of the joy that kind of gave people joy.
Sad.
Sad.
Can you imagine being on the Joy and not being joyous?
Suzette wants to know where I get my glasses. I got these at JCPenney, which unfortunately I'm very sad that they no longer sell glasses in our area.
I know. Oh, and Silo said that they removed 8 karaoke rooms and only left 2. Yeah, because the Asian market is big, super karaoke. Jeez. What's wrong? Blessings. Many blessings on your house. Miss B, the babies are behind us. Delilah is in this bed, and Cece is over here and behind me in her bed. And they're sleeping, and they're being good girls. Actually, they're ignoring us.
Todd wants to know what our thoughts of the Pride America are. Well, my thoughts are we've never sailed on her.
That's Pride of America, Hawaii.
Yeah. We've never sailed on her, but I've heard mixed things about the Pride of America. I have we have friends that have been on the Pride of America, and they enjoyed it. I've had customers that are on Pride of America that absolutely hated it. So, I mean, how can you hate a cruise and how can you hate Hawaii?
I know, it's true.
We probably, if we ever do Hawaii, won't do Pride of America. I think Pride of America is a little expensive. And since we are on the East Coast, we're on the East Coast, right? Never eat soggy worms, right?
Hold on. I'm going to look at the window.
That's not east, that's south.
I know. I can look down. I know where we're here.
So anyways, we probably wouldn't go on the Pride of America simply because we would have to fly into Hawaii to board the ship. So if we were to do a Hawaiian, despite what he would like to do, we would probably do a Carnival or a Princess that leaves from Long Beach. I think they leave from Long Beach. Mm-hmm. And it's like 5 days at sea, 7 islands, and 5 days at sea, or 7 stops, whatever. That would be what I would want to do. Yeah. I also don't like that the Pride of America doesn't have a casino, but that can't be helped because Hawaii, you can't gamble. I think that's why they have. I don't know. Somebody told us why, and I can't remember why they don't have a casino.
It would save me money,
but
he would be unhappy.
Well, it doesn't.
I'd be thrilled.
Doesn't matter because no matter what ship we're on, we can't gamble when we're in Hawaii.
I'm not. It's not specific to Hawaii. I'm just saying I'd be happy.
Well, I'm just saying if and when we go to Hawaii. Gavin wants to know if we'd ever go to Australia.
Oh, yes. Australia. We've looked at Australia, New Zealand. Long flights. And Gavin, those are the issues for me.
We have a lot of subscribers from Australia. So I would love to meet some of them.
Yeah. Suzette, Frank, are you able to walk or stand at all? No, not without him carrying me. The lift and drag method of in and out of my chair. Oh, yeah, James, yeah. Scandinavia and Russia. Oh, we would love to go to St. Petersburg.
Yeah, we've toyed around a couple of times with the idea of doing a Baltics Capitals cruise. NCL has some really great ones, and the timing just hasn't been right. The one time we were looking into it, something happened overseas, and we were like, oh, forget it. We're not doing it.
I know.
I am really attracted to the England.
Oh, yes.
England, Scotland, Ireland cruises.
Yes. We looked at a lot of those. Would love to get to London, get to Edinburgh. Thank you. I couldn't get that last syllable out. Scotland and Ireland. My daughter, my oldest, went to Ireland. That was her first trip when she was in school, and the pictures were absolutely gorgeous. My son Matthew and his wife are in China. Talk about traveling. They're in Beijing, China this week. So I get to see pictures as they're posting every day. I think today is day 4 in Beijing. Ann Stokes says she will show us around Scotland. Oh, I would just love to go. Oh, if only the transatlantic flights were not so difficult.
Right.
For me, that is the problem. Enjoying Life by Thomas. You guys are the best. Love all your videos. Thank you, Thomas.
Angela.
I know. Angela's freaking out. No casinos.
Good Lord, child.
Oh, my God. I know. That's what he be doing. Matt Burns. Do I have any grandkids? No, I do not. Let's see. What's today? Today's the 7th. The 6th was... Sorry, Friday was Lizzie's 32nd birthday. Okay, this is how I remember. Because they're 2 years apart. So Lizzie's 32. Matthew's 34. Catherine is 36. So 32, 34, 36. 2 are married. 1 is not. No kids. I don't see kids. I mean, there are no kids by now. I don't think we're gonna see kids. My sister, she's got a lot of grandkids. But my son was the last one.
Right.
Of the name. So unless he and Mallory are gonna have kids, it'll be the last of the line, people.
Can you read that?
Oh, hold on. MJ McDonald. Hold on. Let's see. Hello, planning my first cruise.
Oh, see, there's that stupid thing I was trying to
I
wave
know.
away.
It's the
cursor.
Cursor, moving out of the way. He's planning his first cruise in February 2021. Lots of time, so that's good. Need a cruising buddy. What should I look for in a cruising buddy? Hard to get people that are strangers that you've never vacationed with. I mean, my cruising buddy, my vacation pal, was my best friend Kevin.
Not me.
Not this Kevin, but I have a best friend, Kevin Campbell, and we vacationed. We would be in Provincetown on the Cape every summer. We started cruising 2001. We were always cabin mates, and we got along. We were of the same family values, same, we were alike, and so we got along. So you can find that. I don't know how.
Usually, I don't know if you're looking for some stranger or if you're looking for a friend. I wouldn't go on a cruise with a stranger.
Yeah.
It's close quarters.
Close quarters, and what if you just...
That's me.
Yeah.
There's plenty of... If you're planning a cruise for February 2021, you have plenty of time. Just book a studio.
More a friend. Oh, yeah.
So
get
just
someone you know.
Yeah, somebody you know really well.
Talk them into cruising.
And maybe you take a weekend. You go do an overnight with them. Because you never really know anybody until you lived with them.
And in a cabin,
that'd be my advice.
Cabin on a ship, there are close quarters, and you don't want to, on day 2, you're getting on each other's nerves, and sorry, but you're on a cruise for the rest of the week. Oh my goodness.
So, Big G and Snuggles wants to know, what can you do if you go on a cruise and don't get to do everything you plan to do? That's a simple, easy answer.
Yeah.
I have the perfect solution for you. You take another cruise.
Right. Don't sweat it. We always say don't pressure yourself with a massive itinerary of must-dos. Got to get it all in. You're going to drive yourself crazy. You're going to be exhausted. And you know what? If you missed this and you missed that, you know what? Catch it on the next cruise. Mm-hmm. It's something to look forward to. So.
Yeah, I mean, we've been plenty of.
Yeah.
We've been a lot of places more than once, and every time it's different.
Right.
And every time we do what we wanted, like we would say, oh my God, we're going to Tahiti. Because we've never been to Tahiti.
Sure, let's go.
We're going to Tahiti. We want to do this, that, and the other thing. And we really only get to do this, right? So then the next time we go, we do that. And maybe the next time we go, we do the other thing.
Well, you know how things work. Best laid plans sometimes go to the wayside. And you don't get to do what you wanted to do. And that's, you know what? That's okay. No recriminations. You know, you might have a little bit of regret, but, you know, plan the next cruise, put it on your to-do list, and then, you know, work it out. Now, James said, you know, we did too much, I must admit. See?
It's the thing. Pace yourself.
Pace yourself. Don't overwhelm yourself.
So this will also be for Erin, because Erin says that she's going on... Yeah, she. Sorry. I have friends that are Erin that are male. I just had to see the picture. I couldn't see. So Erin Watterson says, going on my first Carnival cruise next month on the 25th on the Glory, which is Carnival. Any tips? And so the tip would be pace yourself. Don't try to do too much. You know, my biggest tip with Carnival is, because generally people that go on Carnival, they only eat in the main dining room. Spend the money.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself. Go to the steakhouse. If you are a steak eater, the steakhouse on Carnival is the best steakhouse we've ever had.
Right.
So do it. It's relatively inexpensive.
Right.
Book a reservation.
Yeah, and we always say that, you know, do as much planning from home as you can. Make those reservations from home. Get everything set. That allows you more time when you're on the ship to do stuff instead of being at guest services, being on the phone, making reservations, going from you know, you don't want to do that while you're on the ship. You want to have it all said and done.
Robert wants to know
from Orlando.
Yeah.
Hey, Orlando!
He wants to know if we ever take a Disney vacation instead of a cruise for a change.
I would like to do a Disney cruise.
No, we like cruising. If we went to Disney, it would be a waste of money. Neither of us are really big ride people.
No.
So a theme park vacation is not for us.
Right.
If you're looking for somebody to watch that does theme parks, though, D&G Explorers are our friends, Derek and Gregory. You should check out their channel. They know everything Disney. Right. I think they've even done Disney cruises, which I'm going to check with them when we go, because we'd like to do a Disney cruise.
Yeah, I like Disney. I wear those hats.
And Big Marilyn wants to know how many are booked on our group cruise. We don't know. I haven't done a count in a while, but nothing's really changed. So it's the same number.
It's still like 120, 130. We won't know until we get that next Sarah report.
Right. And reminder for all our group cruisers, there's 76 days until final payments due. Right. So be making them payments, people.
I know. Now, we have Raven Brown. I love you guys, and I'm so glad I happened upon your channel. I have a family member largely confined to a wheelchair. Do you have a cruise or ship you can recommend as being generally more accessible? And now we get this.
We get this question all the time.
And basically the answer to that is, my answer is, you know, the cruise ships are basically kind of built the same, pretty much. I mean, you know.
Now, the newer ones.
Yeah.
So our answer usually is you want to look for a new answer. Yes, it's a multiple answer. First is you want to align yourself with a good travel agent, right? That's the number one thing, aligning yourself with a good travel agent. And then they can help you weed through the accessibility issues with the ships. Second is look at your deck plans. Right. And when you do look at your deck plans, you want to type in, you want to Google search accessible deck plan, because that'll tell you all the accessible routes, and it will have a color code for all of the accessible bathrooms.
Right.
And then you really want to look at that deck plan, because they'll say, like on the Carnival Mardi Gras, they said every bathroom is accessible. But that's not always true. So you got to look on the sheet and see where the U is, and that's the unisex bathroom. Mm-hmm. And you want to count all those to find out if your bathrooms are enough.
Right. So. And
then you have to look at how many handicap cabins there are, and all these things.
You don't want to be on a ship. Carnival Valor, 3 handicap bathrooms. NCL Bliss, 25 public handicap bathrooms. So you need to make sure you're on a ship that is going to allow someone in a wheelchair to be able to get to a bathroom and not have to wait for an elevator and then hope to get on one. And then once you get on one and get to the deck, to be able to get to the bathroom and pray that no one's in there. And speaking of that, Kevin is going to segue himself.
I have to go potty.
To the bathroom. It was crazy.
This is live, people. Ouch, ouch. This is because we were running around for an hour and a half trying to set up this live stream and nothing was working. So Frank is going to take your questions right now.
Anyways.
So keep them coming.
Okay. Tony Wilson, we will make your final payment. Very good. Yeah. Group cruisers, you know, when we get those reports from NCL, we see who has paid what. So we know the people that are paying on the group cruise and those who haven't paid a dime since the day they booked it. I, above all, understand those wanting to hold your money to the last minute. Better it's in your bank account earning interest than, you know, to give it over to someone else. So then I understand. I just hope that people didn't get all excited when we announced the group cruise and then went out and booked it. And now that it's come time to pay the piper, so to speak,
Washy, happy, happy.
they're going to go, no, sorry, we just can't do it. So.
Move it.
You are just an interloper.
I am. Oh, God. I hate this chair.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, I feel so relieved.
That's crazy. Oh, my God. Vacation video watcher. Hey, Kevin and Frank, how was your day? Oh, day was pretty good. Yeah. Kevin had to go to the shop. Then he had to go grocery shopping. Then we had all this drama with the computers.
Gamaria.
You know, whatever.
What's only $50 deposits?
Yeah. Whoa, where?
Katie says, well, it's only $50 deposits. What's $50 deposits?
What
are we talking about?
We're talking about the group cruise.
Well, not always.
No, he's saying when we did the group cruise, it was a $50 deposit for people. And of course,
for some people.
Some people
of
paid
the time.
less. Yeah, and people got all caught up with the group cruise with Kevin and Frank. And like, oh, we're going. And now it's time to pay the piper.
Oh, that's what you were talking about.
And it's like, okay. You know, as I said, we see the reports. We know who's paid
shady.
And who hasn't paid. So, whatever.
Angela
Harrell, Frank, do you have to tell the cruise ship prior to boarding what medicines you take or just what medical conditions you have? The special need form asks you what medical conditions you have, what you need in terms of, you know, that you're in a wheelchair, use a cane, you use a walker, do you have a CPAP machine, are you pregnant, are you visually impaired, do you have hearing issues, do you need...
you got a lot of problems.
Is there something about your condition that the ship's staff needs to know? And that question is on there as well. In terms of your medications, should you need any kind of medications refrigerated, that's an issue you need to address.
And you need to speak to the cruise line about that because against what everybody thinks, that refrigerator in your room is not at the right temperature to keep medicated refrigerators.
Medications.
Refrigerated. So you have to get what they call a Metafridge, and most of the cruise lines have them.
Yeah.
And it kind of looks like this. It kind of looks like the mouse, except it's a little bigger. It looks like a bubble. And you put your medications in there.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's an education. But again, we bring a list of medications. I have a typed list of all my medications and all the directions on it. I have it for me. I have it for him. We take our pill organizer, but controlled meds, government controlled meds must be in their original pharmacy containers. They are controls.
The chocolate sphere. He's got to tease me. with all the Big G and Snuggles has to tease
I
me.
just saw stuffed mushrooms and I got all excited. Love stuffed mushrooms. I was going to do that as part of a Frank's Cooking Corner, but I changed it. Yeah, Angela, if one of your meds is controlled, my lorazepam is a controlled substance. You must have it in the original RX pharmacy bottle. You can't just have it loosey-goosey. Then they're going to think you're a drug dealer.
Vacation video watcher, what cruise would you recommend to go on? Any cruise is a good cruise.
Yoo-hoo! There you go.
That's my answer.
Do your research. Or get a travel agent to do a research for you.
Only you know what's the right cruise for you.
Yeah, we don't know. Are you an active cruiser? Are you active? Do you like zip lining and laser tag? Are you lay by the pool sunning yourself kind of cruiser? We don't know any of that. Only you know what you're going to like. So check out the cruises. Look at restaurants. Look at activities. Look at what is going on that cruise. The port stops it's going to make. Are you a hot cruiser? Do you like to go to Alaska? New England? These are questions we can't answer, so
read this.
Oh,
and I'll give them the answer.
Okay, Mike. Mike Chernock says, hi, guys. Going on the Joy, March of 2020. Very excited. Booked a balcony. Will they send me an email to upgrade myself maybe to a suite?
So,
no, you're lucky.
Basically, when you sail in NCL, you may or may not get an upgrade email. It all depends on how many in your category have been sold. Is it sold out? Is it not sold out? Are they trying to fill the higher categories or are they sold out? You're never going to know. It's just chance. It's done in an algorithm. It is kept, the algorithm and how they figure it all out is kept very, very top secret. We've tried to find out. We've asked. I mean, we know a lot of people at NCL that are pretty high up, and they don't even know because it's such this top secret thing, and there's a lot that goes into it. So I don't know if you will get an upgrade offer, but if you do, if you are sailing in a balcony, you will get the choice of two, right? So the balcony will entitle you to an upgrade to either a mini suite or a haven. But you don't know if you're going to win that bid because you're going to have to bid and you're going to have to pay. And remember that whatever bid you put in, it's doubled, right?
Doubled? Because it's per person. The bid you put in, you better multiply it by 2 because your bid is just for you and then for the other person. So remember that. I put in a bid for 100. Well, that's 100 each.
Big G Snuggles wants to know, do Cabana Suites get faster to the fun? No. They do not get faster to the fun, but they do get priority. Faster to the fun is slightly different. They will get priority service. So they get priority embarkation, priority disembarkation, priority. But if you're in the suite, so if you're in a Cabana suite, right? So they have regular Havana Cabana rooms. Hanna-Barbera. That's every time I say that, I think of Hanna-Barbera.
The cartoon people.
And so it's going to depend if you're booked in a suite or not. And that is the key, and not a mini suite, because mini suite people don't get extra privileges. Is CBD oil allowed? Not the part that gets you stoned. I have no idea.
Remember cannabis, as they were talking in the room here on this chat, though it might be legal in your state, it is not legal on the ship, in the ports, or wherever you go.
Julie, you are going to have to check with whatever cruise line that you are traveling with. We have no idea. It's that is not an answer that we can really answer because that's a particular subject that is constantly changing within the cruise line.
Yeah.
And every cruise line's different. They may say, yes, you can bring your CBD oil, but we need a prescription from a doctor saying that you are required to have that.
Right.
So.
What else is happening?
I don't know.
I can't. Oh, here we go.
What did you do? Sean.
I can't see. Why are you pointing?
Hey, the wife and I just got home.
Did we miss any updates on the group cruise? If we did, we can watch the reply later. Yes, we did. Yes, you must.
Is Sean on our group cruise? We have a couple of Seans.
Yes, we have
so I
several
don't know.
Seans.
I don't know who's who anymore. If it's like saying Mike.
Right. John Smith.
Oh boy. Mike says, okay, thank you. Quick question. If I get the email, how much would I bid? You bid however whatever you're comfortable bidding.
Just remember
that's
that
the answer.
The bid, you have to multiply that bid by 2.
The problem is when people ask us how much should they bid, this is what's going to happen. Either they're going to win the bid and say, oh my God, thank you so much, Kevin and Frank, or they're going to lose the bid and they're going to say, what the hell, Kevin and Frank, you should have told us more. So you just have to bid what the highest amount that you feel comfortable with. And when I look at it, when I've gotten the bid things and I put myself in that mode, because we can't really use it, but I put myself in that thinking, would I do this?
Yeah.
This is what I do. I say to myself, how much did we pay for this cruise initially, and did we think it was a good deal? Right. And then from there I say, okay, if I got this bid notice, this is what I do.
I got one.
If I got this bid notice, how much more would it cost me regularly to get the cabin that I'm already in? Right? Mm-hmm. And then I bid what the difference is. So this is what I'm saying. Let's say we got a deal on the cabin and it was $1,000. But in our minds, we know that it's really $1,500, right? Mm-hmm. For the cabin that we were supposed to be in. Then I would bid that $250 a person and take the chance. But I am too cheap, so we never do it.
Yeah, and I did get an email from NCL yesterday on the Escape Cruise in September.
I got
Did you get one too? And
I got mine a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, I just got mine.
They like me because they talk to me.
And of course, we can never upgrade.
Yeah, because when you upgrade, if you're in a handicap room, if you're listening out there, whoever's thinking about upgrading that has a handicap room and needs a handicap room, you cannot take the upgrade bid because you will be, if your bid is accepted, booted out of the handicap room and put in whatever room that they have available.
Right. So if you have an inside handicap cabin and you do a bid and like, oh my God, you just won a balcony, blah, blah, blah. Nobody said that balcony was handicap accessible.
Right. So please be mindful of this.
Yeah, and the minute they accept, you won that, your old accessible inside cabin is gone and sold to someone else. No change your minds. No changes.
Angela's a little confused about it. Yeah, when don't you talk?
Yeah, thank you, Ron. Ron Kalovi, thank you for the super chat. Thank you.
So Angela's a little confused. She says, wait, does everybody get an email automatically? Or do you tell them that you're interested? What happens is, when you get closer to the cruise, they look at how many of what categories have sold. Is your category sold out? Do you have a desirable category? We always get an upgrade bid. Always. Because we book the cheap inside cabins. And generally, the people that are showing up at the door, like my dad, showing up the day of the cruise with their suitcase going, you got any rooms? They want the cheapest room, right? So they want to get you out of your cheaper room and get you into a more expensive room so that they can sell the cheaper rooms. Right. So it all depends on what's sold, how many are sold, and what category you originally, or what kind you bought.
And they could have a lot of people on a waiting list for a particular
for a
category
particular-
cabin. Yeah.
We've gotten it depend like it really hasn't happened with NCL as much, but like when we travel on Carnival, or when we on some of the other lines, we've gotten phone calls saying,
Oh yeah.
"Gee, we'll upgrade you for free because someone wants that handicap room," and we're like, "Sorry, we booked this a year and a half ago for a reason."
We can get you in a balcony for free. All right. Is it handicap? No.
Well, the one time
Like, whoa.
the one time they were going to give us the owner's suite. They were going to give us the captain's suite. So they were going to upgrade us from the inside cabin that we had booked to the captain's suite. But Frank's wheelchair won't fit through the
Right.
door, so there's no point.
Yeah. Oh, Ron made the Carnival chocolate melting cake. He said
Yummy!
it was the bomb.
Woo,
Wasn't
woo.
it awesome? Oh, was it ooey and gooey?
What's for dinner tonight?
Dinner? I'm sorry, all food menus on the menu have been canceled. George wants us to adopt him.
So Barry says that you can go to a TA and they can call NCL and ask if there is anything left on an upgrade also. Do this closer to your cruise. That's what I did my last cruise. Well, you can, but in our experience, when I've told people to do that, with NCL in particular, 9 times out of 10, they will say, if you didn't get an email, then that's it, right? So generally that works well with all the other cruise lines, but since the NCL has the system set up,
they've got this whole bidding system. But
you lucked out.
Yeah, any last minute negotiations in the final hours, to work a deal. Absolutely,
Yeah.
Absolutely. If you have no restrictions,
But I booked
no
the cabin I
issues.
want. So.
Well, we always book the cabin we want. Anything that happens above that, we're grateful and happy about it. But we have no regrets.
So Laura says that she saw that the Haven restaurant is open to non-guests of the Haven for $50 per person. Reservations limited. Is it worth it? I don't know what ship you're speaking of, but in our experience, if you aren't sailing in the Haven, then you cannot eat in the Haven. They do allow non-Haven guests to come into the Haven to eat at the restaurant, and there is a $50 per person charge, but you have to be with a guest that is sailing in the Haven in order to do that.
Damn.
So in other words, the boys that we met from New York City,
Right.
they invited us to go, and we ate in the Haven, and it was $50 a person.
That's nice.
So
Was it good? Did we enjoy it?
we did enjoy it.
Oh,
It was
okay.
worth every penny,
Okay.
but what's worth it to us
Then
might not be worth
again,
it to Laura.
That's true.
So I would just check and see, Laura, who told you that, and find out the particulars, because usually on NCL you are not allowed to be in the Haven or eat in the Haven unless you are with a Haven guest.
Right. Sounds
Barry wants to do the Haven so bad, and we've been in the Haven. We haven't sailed the Haven. It's not any different than the rest of the ship.
What is the very first thing you do when you get on the ship? Matt Burns wants to know. Matt, we eat.
We eat. So we eat, and I get a Cosmo.
That's pretty much it.
First thing.
Yeah.
So we go in, and we will either go to, it depends, okay? Usually it's worked out, so we've always gone to Oceans or the local.
Right.
On the NCL ships. On Carnival, we go to Guy's Burger Joint.
Right.
On Royal, we'd go to Johnny Rockets. We would never, ever, ever eat at the buffet
Right.
immediately upon entering the ship on Embarkation Day. It is like the Thunderdome.
Yeah, I don't think I could have the energy having gone through the whole boarding process and all the people getting on. Because, Embarkation Day and Disembarkation Day are really crazy and hectic. Last thing that we want to do is Thunderdome our way to, into the buffet. And that's what gives, I think, cruise ship experiences a bad name, is when people get to, unless you're into that. I mean, if you're into the buffet and you don't mind, A battle royale.
Look at Gavin. Gavin, when we get on, Gavin's with us, right?
Mm-hmm.
When we get on the ship, we'll have a Cosmo together. So, anybody that's on the group cruise, I've been closely monitoring and following the construction of the new, what's it called? The port
terminal?
Yeah, the port terminal. And so at the new NCL port terminal for our group cruise, we will be one of the first groups to be able to use the group cruise waiting area. So we're hoping that everybody will kind of file in and go to that group area, and then we'll all get to board together.
Mm-hmm.
And we will get some Cosmos. We will get some Cosmos.
Now, Gavin and James will be with us on the Escape. Right?
Oh, they're going to be on the Escape too?
Right?
I don't know. You have the list for that.
Yes. We've got Tom and Sharon, Tom Y of Tom and Sharon. We've got Gavin and Jamie. There's a few other people. But yeah, they're going to be on, and of course, D and G, of course. Derek and Gregory. So yeah.
Now, when we're on the Escape, I don't have a drinks package. We didn't get any.
No, we didn't.
We chose the rock bottom cheapest price. So I'm going to be limiting myself of the libations when we're on the Escape. But if anybody has a drink package that wants to share.
Yeah, no, a Cosmo.
Look me up.
A Cosmo is vodka,
Mm-hmm.
cranberry juice, triple sec, and lime juice.
Right. Now, Cosmo was a drink comment. Okay. Down here, MJ McDonald says, where's the info for the group cruise? Is it too late to sign up? It is not too late to sign up for the group cruise. However, you only have 76 days to pay it off. So you have 76 days to book it and 76 days total to pay it off.
So if you got the
cash, if you got the money, honey, we got the space.
That's right.
All you have to do is email us at
cruisingwithwheels@rochester.rr.com.
So
information can be found below.
You're so smart.
Below.
You know how long I've been trying to get him to freaking say that?
All our email and social media information is part of the playback of this video. And just email us, and Kevin will send you the information, because it has to be booked in a specific way. You cannot book it yourself from home online. You cannot go to your local travel agent and have them book it. You must book it with a specific NCL group cruise coordinator who has been assigned to us, which will assign a group cruise number. And we will give that information to you. And the information sheet will give you a step-by-step instruction of what you need to do. It's not difficult. I just want, because we have said this 1,000 times to people, and people are like, oh, I just booked it online yesterday. And it's like, well, you're not part of the group cruise.
So if you want to be part of the group cruise, or if you want to be a super cruiser, which is featured on every Thursday video, you simply need to email us. And you can email us at cruisingwithwheels@rochester.rr.com. If you want to be included as a super cruiser, you need to include the first name of those pictured, as well as the name of the ship you were traveling on.
Oh, Big G says, will I be drinking water while Kevin consumes Cosmos?
I have lemonade.
Yeah, I usually do. I do water. They usually have a lemonade. They usually have sometimes cranberry juice. They'll have some kind of mango, blah, blah, fruit drink. There's always something that I can have. So while he's sucking down the liquor, I always get a sip. He's like, oh, this Cosmo's really good. And I'm like, oh, can I have a sip? Yeah. Ooh, that's so good.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Ron says he hasn't seen his pictures yet for the Super Cruiser. If I go over to my computer, I could tell you when they are going to be. But I think you're sometime in, I think you're like in August or September. I mean, we have
Again, the videos
we have a vlog.
Yeah, are all done till October 5th. So every Thursday we have someone plotted in as a super cruiser.
Do you have it on here?
I surely do.
So once you...
If you move that out of the way, and you'll find it right
Where
there.
Is it?
Thursday pictures right there.
Right here?
Yeah, open that file up.
Boop!
Oh,
yeah. Open it up.
We have the... Oh, there we go.
Okay, where is Ron? Right here.
Oh, there we go.
Ron and Carol.
Yep.
You'll be August 15th.
Yep. Thursday.
Mark it down.
Thursday, August 15th.
So generally when we post, when the video post is when we will post those pictures on Facebook as well.
Yep, always.
BG Snuggles wants to know what's a super cruiser and do they get a free Cosmo?
Well, they might not get a free Cosmo, but Kevin might drink a Cosmo for them.
So a super cruiser is anybody that wants to be featured on our channel. You simply have to send us an email with your name of the ship that you're traveling on, as well as the first names of everybody sailing that's in the picture, rather, that was with your group. And you'll be at the end of our video. And we call you guys super cruisers. Or if you sail with us and you see us, right?
Yeah.
Come up to us. We'll
and
take
he
a picture.
said, Ron said Carol's birthday is August 27th.
What's the 27th?
So.
Well, it's too late. I can't move it to the 27th if that's the day.
That is a Tuesday.
Oh, that's a Tuesday.
So she's got to get her early birthday gift.
If I had known that, Ron, I would have done it on the 26th.
A little bit of information ahead of time.
And we would have probably put in there, Super Cruisers, happy birthday. Do you have a favorite cruise you have been on so far? We kind of answered that before. Frank's favorite, well, both of our favorite cruises probably been on the NCL Jade.
Yeah.
For many reasons. How full are the ships usually when they leave port?
I don't know. All our ships seem to be full.
Generally, Matt, the ships will sail at full capacity. Yeah. Usually, all the cabins are sold.
They are. Because usually they announce it. They love to tell us. You know, those of us that are on the ship, we're sailing at full capacity.
Now, when they say, well, they'll say that. They'll say they're sailing at full capacity, right? But when they say that, they mean that every cabin's sold. It doesn't mean that there's everybody in a bed, right? So the sailing that we went on the Bliss, the inaugural, when Silo Steve was with us, that was full capacity. Every single bed, there was a person sleeping in it, which was kind of scary.
Had a lot of people.
A lot of people.
You know me, I'm always looking at those lifeboats going, are you sure those are enough lifeboats for everybody?
You know, we get this, Big G asked a question about, does this CD, which is the cruise director, make the cruise? And I don't know. I really don't pay attention to the cruise director.
Depends. Sometimes not.
It depends. It depends on how many sea days there are. It depends what kind of cruiser you are. We aren't the kind of cruisers that do a lot of interaction with the cruise director. We don't go to any schlocky, what we consider schlocky things like
hairy chest contest, hairy leg contest, cha-cha-cha classes.
That being said, I do notice a little bit of a difference when you have a really good cruise director versus a shitty one.
Right.
So, who was our cruise director? That cute little cruise director. Can't remember her name on the Bliss.
Oh, the little blonde.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
I can't remember her name.
I can't remember her name.
She was awesome.
Yeah.
Cyrus from NCL Bliss was awesome. Yes. I'm really sorry for that cute little blonde. I can't remember her name. And then Dan.
Yes.
Dan is awesome. These are all people from NCL. Frankly, none of the cruise directors that were on any of our other cruise lines, we can even remember. So,
sad if you're not memorable.
I know. So, what else?
MJ McDonald, my cruise is February 7th to the 14th. I was wondering if there would be a lot of kids at that time of the year.
Well, is it 2020 or 2021? And did you do a search before you went and booked that cruise to find out when February break is?
Because we did.
And February break is usually a 3-week period. So just because you have your area has February break, like our area, for example, in 2021, our area is having February break January 30th through, it's like a 7-day period, right? But in different parts of the country, they have, so we're like the last week in the last and first part of January and February. Then other parts are the second week of February and third week.
Because they incorporate the week of President's Day.
Right.
So it depends on the area you're in. MJ is 2021.
You probably will have a lot of kids.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do about it.
We always check on that. We do not want to be on a cruise during spring break.
That's why we're looking for the last week of February, because the last week of February there wasn't any schools that had February break. And Easter in 2021 is April 4th. So
now there's
generally March to April there won't be any breaks because
they consider the first winter break and then spring break. The Easter considered spring break.
I don't know.
The kids need to be in school.
Too many.
I know. Kids need to be in school every day of the year as far as I'm concerned. Why can't Johnny read? I'll tell you why Johnny can't read. Johnny can't read because he's too busy on breaks.
Lori Pigeon wants to know.
Mandy. Thank you, Marcia.
Thank you.
Oh, God, it's killing us. Oh, Marcia, thank you so much.
And you know, Marcia, it's funny because all I wanted to say was Marcia. Was cruise director Marcia. And I'm like, I know it's not Marcia. I know it's not Marcia.
Oh,
but I knew it began with an M. Thank you. So Mandy was the cruise director on the... What ship were we on?
I
can't remember.
Oh my
The
God,
Getaway.
Yes.
Whatever. So anyways, Lori wants to know what is a journey cruise on Carnival, and she's heard people mention it, but she doesn't know what it is.
Yeah, I don't remember what it is.
Why don't you explain what February break is?
What? What's to explain?
You said, what is February break?
It's a break. I don't know.
Gee, thanks a lot, Obama.
I don't know why there's so many breaks, but here we have usually a February break. Again, last week of January, first week of February. That's like winter break. And then there's another break, which is usually Easter. And some of the schools do the week before Easter, and some of the school districts do the week after Easter. So it's kind of hard when you're really trying to pin down when not to go on a cruise.
Okay, so the answer, I just was looking it up because I wanted to have the corporate answer. Because I knew what the Carnival Journey was, but I wanted to explain it exactly how they explain it.
Okay.
So Carnival explains a Carnival Journey, a cruise, as providing a unique cruise experience for their guests who sail on select cruises of 9 days or longer. And the sailings will offer calls at some ports that are unique. So I've looked at Carnival Journeys cruises before. They're always 9 days or longer. They're generally about 11 days, 12 day cruises or longer. Like I said, longer. But they go to unique ports that Carnival doesn't normally stop at. So there was one that went to like St. John, St. Croix, Saints, all the saints. The saints
Were
go
they
marching in.
Were they marching in?
So that's basically it. It's just a longer cruise, and it goes to ports that they don't normally go to.
Oh, wow. Almost like a specialty cruise.
Kind of.
Not their everyday run-of-the-mill.
Right. So anybody that cruises with Carnival or has looked at Carnival cruises knows that they generally will have an east and a west itinerary that just go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Or, north and south or whatever it is. They have a rotating itinerary. And so they sometimes take their ships and do these journey cruises. Or they do a theme cruise, like a Journey, the band.
Oh.
Or they had a Belinda Carlisle one, or they have New Kids on the Block.
Belinda Carlisle, she was the guest celebrity on the last Atlantis cruise I did.
I thought it was
did with
Patti
the guy.
LuPone.
Patti LuPone was prior to that,
Oh, okay.
but she was after that. Yeah, she put on a good show.
He's big. Geez, full of questions today. What cruise line have you done, and cruise liners have you done, and would you do any cruises south of the equator? Yes, we would do cruises south of the equator if they were cost prohibitive.
No, that would be.
What am I trying to say?
If
we
they
could
were
afford
worth
it, yeah. If we could afford the south of the equator, we would do it. And we have been on NCL, Carnival, Royal,
Costa,
Princess. We want to do MSC.
Oh yeah, we're ready to book MSC.
We want to do MSC. We want to do Holland America. Yeah. The most we've cruised on has been NCL so far, because NCL seems to be the most handicap accessible that we find. But we're really excited because of all the new ships that are coming out, and I'm constantly looking.
Right. So no one's off the
stuff.
list. Yeah.
We almost booked
Costa.
We almost booked a Costa, and we almost booked an MSC.
Right.
And then we landed.
Yeah.
Over on Carnival Mardi Gras.
MSC has the loyalty match program, and we had already submitted our status from the other cruise lines, and we were both.
Yes, Katie is just saying, do MSC before you lose your black status.
I know, Katie.
I know, Katie.
We keep saying that. We're like, oh, wouldn't that be great? Matt, why won't Frank try snorkeling?
Because Frank doesn't know how to swim.
I don't know how to swim.
It's as simple as that.
I'm afraid of water, and I think I would have to use my legs somewhat in the water.
PG snuggles. We can't do we wouldn't do piano generally, because they're European or they're Australian, and we already discussed in the live stream why we tend not to do European cruise, because it's such a long flight, and the same with Australian. I mean, we would do them. Yeah. It's just got to be the right circumstances.
I would have to be put in a cryogenic freeze chamber and then reawakened once we get there. Mm-hmm. Does that sound right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, there was a Bon Jovi cruise. Oh, wow.
I'm halfway
I would
there.
like to do theme cruises. I would love to do a Star Trek cruise. And
have fun.
What else? Oh, there's so many theme cruises.
I know.
What else? Anything else we have to talk about before we sign off?
Why won't Frank go snorkeling?
He's a crazy
Just
man.
Crack me up. He'd sink like a
rock
to the bottom of the ocean.
I would flip out.
I would do snorkeling.
Fun.
Except I don't like water in my nose. So I'd have to get nose plugs. Or maybe they have that mask. Like Sherry. Sherry had this mask that went over her whole face.
Oh gosh! See now,
that might freak that.
It would freak me out because I'm claustrophobic, and having something over my face would freak me out.
Matt Burns wants to know how many vacation days does Kevin take? As many as I want. I'm self-employed, so if we can afford it, I'm taking off. As long as it doesn't piss off my customers.
Oh my God, I know, because that's also part of the schedule of cruising. Is it close to a holiday?
Right.
And he can't be out of the salon.
It can't be too close to Easter. It can't be too much before or after Christmas. It can't be before Thanksgiving. We can't go on Thanksgiving because I have to work before that.
Right.
Let's see. I can't go generally. Like this cruise in September. The reason why it's late September is because I have to be there for back to school.
Right.
Again, those little bastard children.
So yeah, there's a lot of things. We were looking at the Carnival Mardi Gras, which is, it can't be close to Easter. You had to be home so many weeks. He's like, I got all those colors and highlights that are 4 or 5 weeks. I can't be gone.
Well, now see, look, Karen Carter, perfect example. She hates when her hairdresser takes off. And that's generally what happens. People get pissed. But at this point, they've realized that I'm going to take at least 2 cruises a year.
Yeah, if we're lucky. Fingers crossed.
It is what it is. It is what it is. I always make sure that everybody gets done. And I am the kind of hairdresser that has all ages of clientele. So the ones that come in every week, I make sure that they're with the people that they like.
Right.
When I'm away.
His little old ladies, and they're washing sets. Like my mom, every week, washing set. Little 90-year-old ladies. And then they got they'll say, oh, I'm not going to anyone else. I'll skip the week until you come back. I'm not letting anyone else touch my hair.
Ron, if you want our group cruise information, you simply just have to email us.
But real quick, it's January 19th through the 26th of 2020. So if we don't have anything else going on, we're going to wrap up. It's approaching almost 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in New York.
The baby's got to go outside.
Baby's got to go do their potty. And we're going to have to think something about dinner, I heard. I don't know what he's talking about. He thinks he's got to eat again. So we're going to wrap up. We want to thank all of you for joining us after a half hour of dilemma in this whole computer drama of ours.
I know, we're really sorry. I don't know what's going on.
To think we would end up being on my computer for this.
I know, but it's still not working great. So we have to figure this out. I mean, we've been working on it. So it is what it is.
I think some of these computer programs are funky wonky. So anyways, thank you all. So again, any questions you have, email us, message us. It'll just add to our Q&As that we do twice a month. Those of you who want to join the Facebook group Cruise Chat, just go to Facebook, type in Cruise Chat, click to join. Follow us on Cruising with Wheels Facebook page.
Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat.
That's right.
But until next time, we want to remind you all to
travel safe
and cruise